What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D, and once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel. We're less than 600 subscribers away from 75,000, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do so. I really do appreciate you guys. So do you guys remember Ryan Walters? If you don't, let me remind you who he is. Ryan Walters is the superintendent of schools in Oklahoma. He is the guy who decided to implement putting Bibles in every classroom in Oklahoma. Then he came out with the requirements for those Bibles, and we were all like, it seems like the only Bible that fulfills your requirement are the Bibles being sold by Donald Trump. And Ryan Walters said, no, listen, that's just the left trying to say, that we're trying to buy Donald Trump's Bibles. We're not doing that. We haven't even decided what Bibles we're going to buy. And then he took your tax dollars in Oklahoma and he bought the Donald Trump Bibles just like we knew he was. Well, now this guy has a new take on who he believes or why he believes the terrorist act happened in New Orleans, Louisiana. Remember, we've already had, people trying to say it's because of the border. And then we have people saying that it's because of DEI. And now this guy has decided to, I guess, kind of put both together and blame someone, blame a group of people that you just won't believe.
What a terrible day when we see terrorist attacks on American soil. It's absolutely tragic, and we've got to look as a country on how these things happen. We absolutely have to shut down the border to not allow terrorists to come across the border. We also have to take a look at how are these terrorists coming from people that live in America. And, you have schools that are teaching kids to hate their country, that this country is evil. You have the teachers' unions pushing this on our kid. The radical left wants people to hate this country. They've completely destroyed the integrity of the FBI by making them more concerned about DEI than about protecting Americans. It's a major part of this. And look, this is a real uncomfortable truth. I know the left is going to lose their mind, but listen, we cannot allow our schools to become terrorist training camps. We cannot allow our schools to teach our kids to hate this country. We cannot allow our kids to teach that this is an evil country. That's why we are getting back to the basics here in Oklahoma to make sure that our kids love this country, understand American values, understand the role that the Constitution, the Bible, the Declaration of Independence played in American history, because we want patriots. And that's got to be the focus of our schools.
Now, what I'm actually surprised by is that this guy got through an entire minute of talking without saying the word woke. He said DEI, but he didn't say the word woke. And I am very surprised by that because I cannot find a recording of this guy for over 10 seconds where he doesn't say the word woke.
Woke.
1, 2, 3, Oklahoma.
But I digress, because he's trying to blame teachers for what happened in New Orleans and what happened in Las Vegas. He's saying it's because teachers are teaching kids to hate this country. When? Where? How? What are they saying? You understand that these people never have specifics. They just make these vague statements that are absolutely untrue without any specifics. He says teaching kids to hate this country, teaching them to hate their friends. What is he talking about? Teaching real history does not teach anyone to hate this country. It teaches them to know what this country has done and the potential this country has had it not had such a horrible past. But that does not teach anyone to hate this country. This guy has some damn nerve to try and blame teachers when it is obvious both people were in the military. The guy in Las Vegas definitely had nothing to do with anything being taught by teachers. Neither did the guy in New Orleans, but there have been more things coming out about the guy in Las Vegas, and it seems like he is a Trump supporter who is mad at Donald Trump, the MAGAs, and the Republicans over the chaos that's been going on between them.
Important to share for now. One is in the note application. He seemed to have two letters. One letter in particular, as you can see here, this is an excerpt from that letter. He says, fellow service members, veterans, and all Americans, time to wake up. We are being led by weak and feckless leadership who only serve to enrich themselves. He goes on to explain a variety of other grievances and issues, some political, some personal, a variety of other things, which we will do our best to release very quickly here. But then there's a second letter where there's some more excerpts. This one seems to be dated after the fact in that notes application. And in there, you can read a couple of the excerpts. We are the United States of America, the best country, people to ever exist. But right now, we are terminally ill and headed towards collapse. This was not a terrorist attack. It was a wake-up call. Americans only pay attention to spectacles and violence. What better way to get my point across than a stunt with fireworks and explosives? Why did I personally do it now? I need to cleanse my mind of the brothers I've lost and relieve myself of the burden of the lives I took. I'd like to just also expand on that and understand that these are just excerpts. In there, he does offer additional information that is varying on the spectrum in terms of political grievances, issues about the conflicts elsewhere, not here, domestic issues, societal issues, a variety of other things, including personal challenges as well.
So think about this for a second. The MAGAs are absolutely pissed that Elon Musk is now controlling Donald Trump. They're absolutely pissed that Elon Musk bought his way into Donald Trump's circle. We've seen them articulate this for the last few days. We've seen MAGAs fight with Republicans about how much influence people like Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy have over Donald Trump. We have the MAGAs on one hand who hate it, and we have the Republican MAGAs on the other hand who are saying, it's Donald Trump, we do whatever he says, we're not going to fight with him. Now you have someone who decides to do some type of damage to a Tesla truck, which is owned by Elon Musk, in front of a Trump hotel. This is a message that he sent to them because of the relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump that he's pissed off about. Republicans have been trying their best to put a lot of these things on Democrats when it is absolutely obvious this has a lot to do with only what is going on between Republicans, between MAGAs, between Donald Trump, Vivek Ramaswamy, Elon Musk, Laura Loomer, Steve Bannon, and all of the other MAGAs and Republicans out there. This has nothing to do with Democrats. This has to do with both of these guys who were serving in the military, somehow both being radicalized, either far right or whatever you want to call it, but it has nothing to do with Joe Biden and Democrats. This is on Republicans and Republicans alone. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.